So once again, welcome everyone. All right, so here on the if you log into your G4 Live, right, under the forex aspects, we already know some of these educators, but the new educator I want to draw our attention to is Donny and um Kevry. I say Kevry because when I started forex, many of the things I learned, analysis and stuff, was taught by Kevry. He's really good in helping beginners understand simple concepts. Now, for a lot of people, you join their life, it's just like, oh my God, what is going on? But that was not the case with Kevry. I don't know, maybe it's because he's black or something. But having him, right, be a part of GFO is just next level, right? So he comes up every week. This is, I think, Mondays to Thursdays, right? Yeah. So look at his session is 9 in the morning. If it's something you can meet up with, you just try to join either one, right? From Monday to Thursday, find out which one you can plug in with. You don't have to attend all, right? The classes are also recorded if you miss it. I'm saying it because like he teaches perfect entry on trading. To know the perfect entry when you want to take trades. He also teaches market mastery and live analysis. On his live session, he gives trade ideas as well. I'm saying it because sometimes we just limit ourselves to the copy paste or you're not getting the scanner, right? Fine. There are other ways to actually learn and also make money as well. So this is me also drawing your attention to this, right? We all know that J comes up by 2 our time, and it also the scalp we do in the team was actually done mostly by J, right? But because a lot of beginners don't really understand how J's sniper session works, that's why we brought about that 2 p.m. strategy, right? But basically, J does all of that. So even right now, is currently he joined his 6 p.m. session on Wednesdays, right? And Fridays. You can all also join that. I'm drawing your attention to this because many people overlook this side of the academy, right? And is a key aspect to your growth. Very key aspect to your growth. You don't have to join all the educators. I don't believe in joining all the educators, right? So this few I've mentioned, plug in when you can, right? Plug in when you can. So I'm just going to move to the scanners now. So for the scanners, I'm going to be showing us, right? Outside of the US 30 strategy we use, this is how I take trades using the scanner. I use 3 to 4 scanners to confirm whatever trend wave is telling me. So, for example, let's use a normal forex there. I'll select a symbol. Let's go with the first AED card and let's do 50 minutes. So I always like to do shorter time frames. Why? Why do you shorter time frames? Because it's a day trading. So when you do long time frames, you're indirectly saying, oh, I want to stay in the market longer. What does this each time frame mean? It represents each candle. right? It represents each candle. Each candle here is a time frame. Why do they say, oh, 15 minutes time frame? Why do they say, oh, 10-minute time frame? It's not that the trade is going to end at 10 minutes or it's going to end at 15 minutes. No, it's because each candle you see here represents a time frame. Each candle you see here, right? Each candle is 15 minutes. It took 15 minutes for this candle to form. It took 15 minutes for this small one. It took 15 minutes for this one. It took everything here. It took 15 minutes for you to see. Even this tiny bit here spent 15 minutes trying to create it, right? Even this long one, if you see a long one, it was 15 minutes. So that's why they say 15 minutes, right? It means in the space of 15 minutes, right? That's what all the market that you're trying to pick a trade from. It was the candles were formed in 15 minutes. It doesn't mean that your trade is going to be done in 15 minutes. It only incites you about the time frame that, okay, yes, I'm working with a shorter time frame, right? So my trades are not going to be as long as when I'm working with a 1 hour, candle or 4 hours candle time frame. So now this is trend wave. Why do you choose trend wave first? Because trend wave already has all the parameters. It's easy for you to interpret. But now you don't just want to copy and paste from trend wave straight up, right? You just want to find out if I'm going to 5 minutes. You want to find out if what trend wave is giving you is in line with is okay to go in, right? Because a lot of people just see trades on the trend wave and then they want to initiate it. No, right? So now, as you can see, this trade is going to the entry. You have to wait for it to get to the entry before you even think that this trade is even going to be possible. So now that this trade is not close to the entry, and let's say I just came back from work and I want to trade, it's not close to the entry, but in my head, I'm like, okay, market is coming. Let me zoom this so that we can all see. In my head, market is coming to the entry, right? So it's here and it's moving to the entry, but it's not there yet, right? So what do I do? If I want to trade, I'm not just going to say, oh, this trade is not here yet. But do you know what I want to do? If I'm going to take this trade as a pending order, right? Or I'm going to note it down to come back and check, right? So I'll just write it down, okay, AUD card on 5 minutes. And I'm going to now check it on Qshot. So guys, there's a trick to using Qshot, right? So let me go back to trend wave. Right, so immediately I click Qshot, I want to come and put my cursor at the price and drag down, right? You see what I did? I put my cursor immediately at the price and drag down. That's how to the trick to making the candle show without you having to zoom and zoom and zoom and zoom and zoom and zoom and zoom, right? So let me do it again so that if you do not see it, you see it again. I'm going to go back to trend wave. Then let me select Qshot, right? As it's loading, once I see the price, I put my cursor there. Do you see I didn't do it well? Let me go back and do it because I wanted you guys to see. I select Qshot. While it is loading, I put my cursor there and expand. All right. So you have to just be smart about it, basically. It's one of my coaches Mel, that taught me that technique. If not, you just choose Q shot, and this is how what you will see. And for you to see the candles, you now start dragging and dragging and dragging. It's so exhausting. So I prefer the trick, right? Right. I prefer the trick that I'll come here, right, on trend wave, and then when I select Q shots, right, when I select Q shot, while it's loading, I just expand. I make sure that my arrow is already on the price. While it's loading, I expand immediately. I just drag down, right? So that way I can see the candles if I want to, you know, look at the candles alongside all of these notifications here, right? Because for me, I also love to see the candles, right? So now we can see that on 15 minutes for AUD card, on trend wave, on Q shot rather. Why did it change again? So we can see that on 5 minutes, it's telling us down, 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 down. What did trend wave say? Let me open another tab because I can't keep dragging and like we can't do that. Let me just open another tab for G4 Live. No, I'm not live too. Just normal. Mm. Let me just copy the link here and see. And so we're just going to use here for Trendwave and other scanners that want to because I fit in with Q short. I just want us to have Q short opened. Now, like I said, guys, we're going with what pair is AUD card we choose. So the currency, select a symbol. We're going with AUD card. We choose 5 minutes, I think. Right. I'm just zooming so everybody can see, so nobody has an excuse. Oh, I didn't see this. That's just why I'm zooming like properly. So this is on 5 minutes, right? So now we can see that on 5 minutes, this is what is saying what? It's telling us what? It's going for a what? Is this a silver indecisive because it's not telling us what to do? There is no short or long. Okay, I can see long here. Hidden. It's hidden. So it's saying a long. And guys, what is Q short saying for AUD card? Let's go and check it. So AUD card on 5 minutes. So Q short is saying up on 1 minute, but every other thing is saying down, 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 down. Now it only tells me that my trend wave. Oh shoot, logged in. My trend wave that I chose on 5 minutes is not ready. Why? Because Qshot does not even say that it is. Qshot is calling it the long is saying up in 2 places only. We just have to choose one as Qshot. I think we'll use this one. Okay, so Qshot is telling us it's just up on 1 minute, right? So you see this now, right? You seeing this, it's only an indication that you shouldn't take the trade, right? Because it's just every other thing is telling you sell, right? While on trend wave, it is called a buy. So this buy is not valid. So there's no need to take it. What I also do is, even if on Q short, right? Q short tells me that, let's say Q short calls up, right? And low volume. It only means that the market is going to be very slow. So because of that low volume, I'm now going to go to um Sniper Pro to see what Sniper Pro is saying. Now, can you see Sniper Pro says what? The trend is what? Bearish. Bearish means sell, right? But this sell is what? Is weak. It's a weak sell. So trend wave called a buy. Q short is saying we should sell. Sniper Pro is saying the market is also selling, but is a weak sell. Q short also wrote low volume. So it's like all of these things are saying that, like, it's like a red flag for that trade. Is there already a red flag for the trade? So you trying to note these things down, it's like a no. Go and look for another trade. Not that you will still force the trend wave and take it. No. It's telling you, uncle, forget it. At least for now, at least for the time being, right? So now what do? We go and look for another pair, because based on the rules of engagement, you need to confirm with more than two scanners. I don't just confirm with Trendwave and Qshot. I go for that. I'm teaching you what I do. It's like, it's how they say it's perfected in three people's mouth or something. There's one adage they say, right? So me, I always go to the third. Sometimes I do the fourth. And what's the fourth scanner? Smartmonics, right? So sometimes Smartmonics will even call like today, uh, the US 30. Even on Smartmonics, it called the trade either. So sometimes, guys, let me show you. Let's look for something. Let's look for a trade idea around this time. Let's do NZD card or GBP NZD. Today is actually a bank holiday in the US, so liquidity in the market is low compared to normal. Liquidity in the market is low compared to normal. So guys, look at this trade on GBP CHF, right? Smartmonics called. Now I'm just trying to zoom out. Do you know that Smartmonics also calls out parameters for you, right? Your point of entry, your invalidation, which is your stop loss, your risk to reward. It tells you that if you're gonna go with this TP, your risk to reward is 1. What does this mean? It means you're putting £5 to make £5. You're risking £5 to make £5. If you say risk to reward is 1:2, you're risking £5 to make £10. Risk to reward 1:3. It's like TP1, TP2 has different risk to reward. You're risking £5 to make 15, like that. Now, this is a trade idea, right? That has done TP4, right? It's going to TP5. Now, how do I know? Look at when it started from the point of entry. Look at the point of entry. Now, do you see what I'm trying to tell you? Like, I also do my further confirmation on Smartmonics. Now, this is a different pair that we chose. We're going to look at these four different scanners on this particular pair, right? So this is on Smartmonics. That I'm just trying to tell you that the scanner is for your use and is for easy way to note little things, right? It's for your use. It's not for you to just look at Trendwave and go. No, a skill shot aligning with what Trendwave is saying. And I'm trying to show you what I do, right? By telling you that I also make, you know, I do my own further homework, right? So this just changed. They said a sell limit, right? So guys, are you seeing that it just changed just now? Now this is another trade idea given a sell limit, point of entry, this, da. Right? So this is smart money is giving you a trade idea, right? I know people who don't even use Trendwave or anything, they only use Smartmonics. But the difference is that Smartmonics will not give you trade idea all the time. But will it give you trade idea every day? Yes. On different pairs. Right? So if peradventure now somebody did not even bother to look at, and guys, let me even just show you something. Let me stop sharing my screen because this is something you paid for, but you need to also put yourself in, immerse yourself in. I'm not going to say anybody taught me this thing, no, right? Immerse yourself in the learning as well. Let me stop sharing my laptop. I want to show us something. I want to share my phone screen. Now, I want to believe all of us have this app, this mighty app, right? Where it's attached to your mastermind, right? So if you come to the customer portal where it says customer guide to getting started, right? Down here, guys, if you can you remember the master class they did sometime last month, right? Where all the educators of the different scanners, right? They showed how to use their scanners. Like imagine somebody that developed, it's just like Steve Jobs that developed Apple or what that partnered with is not telling you these are the functions of Apple. You need to know how this that Apple has this function that you can use your phone to do this and this and this, right? So it's the people who developed, who created the scanners, they did a master class showing how profitable this scanner is and how to use it. Now, these are the videos: Sniper Pro, Q Shot, Smartmonics, Trendwave, Golden Era. Now, nobody has visited this master class and not never known how to use this scanner. Nobody. I'm drawing your attention to it because this is on Mastermind portal. You don't need your GFO active to be able to use your Mastermind portal. You can learn, right? So let's go back. I just had to show you. Let me share my screen back. I want to show you the rules of engagement, right? Where you want to you take a trade using the scanner, right? So I'm going to just teach that, then we'll take question and answers. But if you have any question in the meantime, you can just drop in the chat, because this is a learning curve, right? So I'm going to stop sharing my phone screen. I'm going to share my laptop back, right? Just give me a minute. So I just need to change location. All right, so let me just share my laptop screen. So we're here, right? So this is on Smartmonics. Like, yes. Do you know, guys? Let me even show you. You see this scanner Wolf X? I think he just launched on Monday or Tuesday, and it's already next level. Well, a lot of people are just like back testing it before they start talking about it. But like, I just took a trade from it today, right? It called a trade in the entry zone. The trade is going to TP1. This is me just like getting my hands on the new scanner. But before we digress, let's just continue. So let's say trend wave gave you a trade idea, right, on GBP CHF. Let's go be 15 minutes. So 15 minutes is not even at the entry yet. So 15 minutes is not at the entry, but you want to, let's say you want to take this trade idea. Right. So you have to go and check what is everybody else saying. It's not at your entry yet, but it's something you're looking at, but you want to confirm it as well. Okay, is it in line with Killshot and other people? Right? Let's check it on 5 minutes. So you always go with 15 minutes or 5 minutes, either of the two. But if you're someone who wants to like take long trades, then you can do 1 hour, right? You can do 1 hour. So now if we're going to go with 5 minutes, this is already above the entry for a buy, right? That's GBP CHF. So let's check Killshot, what Killshot is saying. So what pair are we looking at? GBP CHF, what? On 5 minutes, right? So let's go and check Killshot. Now, what are the, guys, take note of what I want to say. Rules of engagement. If I want to go ahead to take a trade, what do I need to look out for? I'm calling it rules of engagement. I want to take a trade. What do I need to look out for? After I go to trend wave one and I pick a pair, right? I look at the trade, right? And I see that, oh, this is something I want to trade. What will make me take that trade is not because trend wave just called it. No, right? I need to go and confirm, is it in line? Is Killshot in line with this? Is Sniper Pro in line with this? Right? So that's what I do when I want to take a trade. I don't just see it on trend wave and then I will now bam, I will go and want to place it. No, I'll go to Killshot and go and check. So we're going to change the pair to GBP CHF. Yeah. I'd already do 5 minutes. Did we? It's 5 minutes we're using on trend wave. Yeah. Let's confirm. Okay. Yeah. So we're on 5 minutes. So on trend wave, it says what? It's telling us that it's a long, which is buy, right? Long. Even if you don't see the long, once your validation is below and your exits are above, it's a buy. Once your exit is below and your invalidation is above, it's a sell, right? So like your traditional market, right? You buy low and you sell high, right? You want to go to the market to buy something, you want to buy when it's affordable, not when the price has gone up. No. Like when you want to sell something, you want to sell it high so that you make profit. So that's how your normal forex market is too as well. you buy low and you sell high. So now this is already going to TP1 and I want to take it, right? I want to take it and make money too as it's going. So I'll go to Q short and confirm. Is Q short calling a buy? Q short is saying buy too, right? 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, everything. My POC, right, is telling me blue. The volume is good. Now, the volume is not low volume, it's good volume, right? So let's say now I'm now looking for further what's it called? Further confirmations. Then I go to Sniper Pro. What's Sniper Pro saying? Right? So Sniper Pro says it's a bearish market, but it's pulling back, right? On 15 minutes. What does pulling back means? It means it's bearish, means the trend is a sell trend, but it's pulling back. Like something is supposed to sell, but it decides to buy. That's his pulling back. So I can ride that pullback and make my money. It means that I'm not going to be in that market for a long time. So it means if I want to take the trade, I can take the trade, right? But I should bear in mind that it's a bearish market. So it's like saying, oh, this trend looks bearish, but it's a bearish market that is pulling back, that is currently buying. On 15 minutes, is currently buying, which is, and that is also weak, right? So normally by rights, I might not take this trade. But if I now decide to take this trade, right, I'm just going to do what? I'm going to just do on a soft scalp. I'm going to be in and out of the market. I'm just going to go in. Once I see good profits, or I'll go in and break even immediately once the trade goes blue. Why? Because it's a trend that is pulling back. So it's buying, but that's not the trend. The trend is not really a buy trend. According to Sniper Pro, I like to sit in a market where all the three scanners are telling me go ahead. Like today with the US 13 on by 2 o'clock. So the all three scanners will be telling you exact same thing, right? This one is saying A, this one is saying A, this one is saying A. It's like that's all the confirmation you need to just take a trade. But in cases like what we just saw, when Sniper Pro is telling you this, I personally, right, if I know that I'm going to, when you are occupied and doing 20 million other things, right? And some people do it and they are trading and they are distracted. I'm not going to take the trade because it's already telling me that it's a pullback. The pullback is the buy that we're taking on 15 minutes because it's a short trade, right? So I'm not going to just like, I'm not going to be taking it with my full chest. If I must take it, if I used to risk my 1% is 0.05, I'm going to divide my 0.05 to 0.03 and then I'm going to take the trade because I'm not taking it with my full chest because I don't, the third scanner is confirming halfway for me. Now, guys, also it's important that you know about like trading sessions and times. Like currently at this time in the market, right? You go for you see pairs like CHF, right? Which is um like wait, you have card CHF. I'm trying to remember what CHF currency is, right? And NZD, New Zealand dollars, like those people time zone, like right now is their morning. Their right now is their this 6 a.m., 6 p.m. rather, is their 7, 8 o'clock where their own market is opening, which is what the Tokyo and Sydney sessions. the Tokyo and Sydney session. I taught on it one time. I have a video on it, and it's even in the beginner videos, right? So this is what I do to take trades. I look at these scanners, and as you can see, it's not complex. They spell out what you need to do, and I just follow what they are saying, right? I'm not focused about trying to do my own analysis or and click some people go the extra mile and click trading view and see what trading view is saying and all. Nah, sorry. Somebody already gave me ChatGPT. Why do I want to feel like my brain is going to come up with something better? Excuse me. I don't have 10 plus 15 plus years experience. That's what the experts are for, the educators. So thanks. I'm going to stick to the scanners while I'm learning to be able to use my brain to do my own analysis because I'm not there yet. If I did a bachelor's degree 4 years and still did my master's 2 years, spending the amount of money and time dedicating to degree, why shouldn't I feel like this a skill set, a high income space is a can to learn it, to master it will require that amount of time. So why do I feel like? And if they now gave me something easier to make me money whilst I'm learning the high income skill. Because there are some people who are here, they're not here to learn the skill set. They just want to make the money and go. So you that know your risk, your purpose of being plugged in, whether it's to make money, whether it's to learn, whether it is both, right? They've made everything available at your resource. If you're that person, you just want to make your money and go, you have the copy and paste, you have the scanners, you have the crypto premium FX charts, right? So like there are no limitations to what you want to do. So I'm going to just look at if we have questions, and then um someone says something. Most of the educator trade do blow up small accounts, honestly. So what I'm going to say is that it is not the educator trade that is blowing up your account, is your risk management. Now, in the beginners class, if you want me to omit to just request, in the beginners class, they teach how to calculate your risk and how to calculate how much you're willing to lose on a trade. Now, one of my mentees, right, she was showing me today how she learned how to calculate her loss on in the beginners class. And in a live session today by 9 a.m. with Kevri, she plugged in, and then Kelvin gave a trade. So that trade on TP1, risk to reward ratio was 1:1. So if she was risking £6, she was going to be making 6 point something pound, almost 70 pound. Then TP2 risk to reward ratio was 1:3. So she was going to be risking £6 to make like 20 something pound for with TP2, right? But she did not know this until she calculated this thing, right? Kelvin had already given the trade. But because she learned something in the beginner's class, she put it to use. Now, somebody could have said, oh, I'm waiting for my coach to teach me. No, are there trainings like that? And she screenshotted because in your FS calculator, when you download your FS calculator, it's super easy. You just punch in, it's something you can even do in 1 minute. You punch in your entry points and your stop loss. It will bring everything out for you, how much your profit is, how much your loss is, if you want to risk the lot size you want to use. When you have 200 pounds account, why would you open a lot size of somebody that is using a $1,000 account? Why? Like your it's not a get rich quick. It's a get money every day. You are making money every day because it's a $1 trillion market. And if you're going to be using Profim, let's say, for example, you had a 25,000 Profim account, right? So your drawdown, what's your daily drawdown? Let's say your daily drawdown is 500, right? Or 10%, usually 10%, right? Or let's say it's 5%. 5% means that your drawdown is what? Let's say it was 10%, means your drawdown is 25. Let's say your daily drawdown was 5%. It means that your drawdown is 500. So you have to trade that account like a 500 dollar account, not like a 25,000. Because of your daily drawdown. Let's say your total drawdown was 10% or 8%. If it was 10%, that leaves your drawdown to be 25, right? So you're not going to trade that account like a $25,000 account. These are the little things people don't know, right? That makes you lose. Like, a lot of people have passed funded account challenge on the academy, like many, till tomorrow. Why? There's a way to trade it. You don't say, oh, because I have 50,000 and then you'll be opening. No. What is your drawdown on that 50K account? What is the drawdown on that account? If the drawdown on that account is 8%, you're going to trade that account. Overall drawdown is different from daily drawdown. If your daily drawdown is 5%, you're going to trade your account every day like if 5% of that account size. So let's say 5% of 50K is how much? That's like I think 1,000, right? Or 50K, that's 1,000. So I'm not going to be opening lot size of 50K accounts. No, I'm going to be opening lot size of $1,000 account if I want to trade, which is what, 0.1 max 2 to 3 position. So what trade are you placing? Because since inception, Eric has only lost three times since GFU inception. Do you know that kind of track record? Like, since let's just say since February till now, he has had 3 losses. Eric. Oh. So is it how? Apollo Vaz? Nah, I don't believe that. You're obviously doing something wrong. And it's important to carry people, whoever your coach is or whoever your upline is, carry them along. Oh, I'm doing this, but something is wrong. I don't think I'm getting it right. And you know the beautiful thing about trainings, and you get to ask questions. You get to ask questions. That's why because you can do this recording finish now. I can send it to you out, right? But why do we coming on here so that you can ask questions? Why are there live trainings every day? So that you can get to ask live questions. So I'm going to leave room for anybody that has question. Just type in the chat so I can unmute you. Just have a few minutes left. So Tina, do you have any question? Miss Tina. Okay. Let me unmute you. Guys, please, this is not something that you just stay and then I've asked to unmute, so unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the presentation and teaching. I think it's not like agreeing, but I understand what that person is talking about because it's happening to me too. It is not saying that maybe their trades were wrong, but it is like you're saying, a small size account. The stop loss that is needed, for example, might be higher than what we are willing to lose. And then when we put the stop loss, maybe calculate according to our own account, when a market is moving, it doesn't just move straight forward. So it moves and pulls back a little bit. By the time it pulls back a little bit, it has cut off already our SL. And then I will be looking at it, oh my God, it's cut off already. And then the market will now go back and continue. But then it's cut off my SL and, the stop loss is gone. My money is gone, whether it is a £10 or £5 or £11 or £12, it's already gone. And then I'll be there looking. Should I put again? Should I not put? Should I put again? Should I not put? And then that money is gone. You see what I mean? But it's not as if maybe the trade that they called itself at the end, I see some of the trades, and then it will be later, hours later, that it will get to where it's supposed to go to.
So who is putting the stop loss? You are initiating your own stop loss yourself?
Because the stop loss that they would have given might be too big for a small account.
Then you don't take that trade. Then you don't take the trade. If you after calculating your risk and you see that, because it's just like there's this educator we had before. She used to say it that her trades are not for accounts that are less than 1,000. Like she's no more here. She says it's like she's her name was Pluto's and she was really good. So she says it, if you have less than 1,000, don't take my trades. Because sometimes Steph, she might call a trade running, she will tell you remove your SL. So do you think that that kind of trade is for somebody with a small account? So that's why when they teach some of these things, how to calculate your loss, if you know that if I enter this trade, right, if it hits my SL, the SL that the expert gave me, I'm going to lose £25. With my full chest, am I okay losing £25? No. So what do? You reduce your risk on that trade. If I'm supposed to take it with 0.02, even after adjusting my own SL, I'll still reduce my risk. Right? And if you feel like, it happens the first time your £10 is lost, even now, if you follow up with the channel, for every lost trade, they drop a recovery setup. For every trade that now hits SL, I think they started it about 2 weeks ago. They'll drop a recovery setup. So peradventure now that like I'm not following my risk management or anything, I now took the trade, I did not calculate anything, and the thing eats SL and empty my account. It's even impossible for one trade to empty your account. That's why they always say risk what you're willing to lose. Let's say my account was a £200 account and I lost £10 today. Tomorrow, will I still lose £10? If you are losing money every day, you are obviously doing something wrong, which needs to be addressed.
I am losing money every day. I think I'm implementing everything I've learned, but I'm still losing money every day.
So then for now, go back to the demo. Because when you say implement,
in the demo, I make money every day, but you see, so I guess because also the size of the demo is different and the amount in the demo is different. So
no, I don't subscribe to trading your demo like a demo. Trade it with the same way you would trade your live account. The same lot size you will use on your live account, use that on your demo. Don't say, because it's a demo, you are open 0.21. When you on your live account, you will not use 0.21. No. The same 0.202 you're gonna use on your live account, use it on your demo. Now, for example, this trade that I highlighted for us, that I told us that if I'm going to take it, right, I'm going to reduce my risk. Let's say I will risk normally 0.05, right? But because Sniper Pro is not confirming it for me, I would then reduce my lot size and take it, which is my risk. Somebody now on say using demo will not bother to make those changes because in their mind is a demo. They will not even bother to check any third scanner. Why? Is a demo. So those are the little things we overlook that still comes to bite us. The normal way when you see a trader, a copy paste the idea that is dropped, that you punch it into your calculator and find out, oh, how much am I going to make if I take this trade? How much am I going to lose if I take this trade? The same those little things before you take trades, still like do them on your demo when you're practicing, because you have to trade your demo like you're live. Most people don't do that. And then when you say you're losing money every day, are you using just the scanners? Are you taking your own analysis yourself?
It's a mixture of everything. So I use the scanners. I sometimes use if I see, but most times I don't. If I see the trades that have been called on the Connect app, and then sometimes I do the analysis using scanners. I mix the scanners as well, using TrendWaves, K-Short, Sniper Pro, most of them actually, to just check and correspond if they are saying the same thing. And also my own analysis, trying to see where the market is and where it is going and stuff like that. So, and then sometimes I'll be confident that, yeah, with all what I've seen, it is going to go
I
that
think
way.
you need to separate your accounts. I have two accounts, two different trading accounts. One for when I want to get greedy, right? Like my greedy account. I save greedy account because right, that was when I was working on my discipline, right? When I'm working on my discipline. He says she's crying. She's not crying, no. Tina is not crying, no. That's her voice.
Oh,
This prosper. I said you're crying.
I'm not right.
That's her
Oh,
voice.
Lord have mercy.
I said you're crying. Hey, what?
Mm.
So basically, for you, that your own personal analysis thing, I think that's what is playing mostly here,
So
right?
then I combine it with what the scanners
Don't
is
combine,
saying.
don't combine, separate those accounts. I want you to have an account where you take the expert trades alone, right? Whilst you're learning how to use the scanner, right? I want you to separate it. Don't do it together. Separate it, because everything is not helping you to see clearly what you're doing. And then let me stop sharing and share the 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 channel. Like these are mistake a lot of people make. So I'm going to share my app. Like sometimes a trade idea has already been done. The expert has completed it, everything, the updates will still come and go and take it. And then you lose on that trade. I want to share my phone screen. I think I should have even started with that one. Let's say, um, let's say I a trade idea was dropped by 2, right? And I come by 3
Hmm.
and I see the trade. right? Before I take the trade, I need to look out for an update on that idea. My goal is not just to take the, because it was dropped by 2 and I'm coming by 3 and I'm seeing it, especially if it's a pending order. I need to come back and say, oh, as is Eric saying anything? The trade was done by Paulo Vaz. Okay, let me go and check. Is Paulo Vaz saying anything about this trade? I'll scroll and check. Okay, Paulo Vaz said invalidation on Euro USD. I'll go and check. Is that one Euro USD? I'll check Paulo Vaz. Okay, no, it is NZD-USD. So there's not been any updates on NZD-USD. Then I take it. Not that I'll just come and see idea, bam, I take it. No.
What if you come and, because I do that, when I say that, I don't take the trade again. Sometimes when I look and the
And the
trade
traders, they
idea, yeah,
done 70 pips. They say break even. It has not
yeah,
done TP1, but it has done some pips, break
maybe you've
even.
done TP1 or something like that. So
You don't have any business taking that trade
yeah,
again,
that's why I don't take it either. So okay.
right? So you just chill.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a list of people's trades to take, right? It's always posted on the group.
Yeah,
You have it.
yeah,
You have it, right?
yes.
This.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eric, Polovas, Pips Machine, and Tyler Mohammed. On Premium FX, Premium Crypto, we have Nico Mez and Daniel Best. Activities feed, Tony and Nico and stuff like that. Right? And they all trade all live sessions. So I personally, when your trades go into profit and you take partials and break even, like don't break even first, take part of your profit first. Right? There's no way you be unprofitable. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because you cannot be the only one having that same problem every day, every day, every day. No. Something is up. Right? So that's what we're going to be addressing together. As you're going to be practicing on the demo every day, we're going to be looking at your trade history together. So, anybody else? Because it's already past 7. So I'm going to end the recording now.
Guys, when you come across something like this, new trade alert on TrendWave, GBP of 30 minutes time frame, sell now, instant execution. Let me show you what they mean. So you have to go to your TrendWave scanner. And when you get words like 12 minutes time frame on TrendWave, when you come to your scanners, right, you click on TrendWave. Now your scanner already has time frames on it, right? So you can just come here and select 15 minutes because the message says 15 minutes. So you choose 15 minutes. If it says 5 minutes, check TrendWave on 5 minutes. Let's say USD card, right? This is TrendWave. You select TrendWave scanner and you look for the symbol they're asking you for, right? If it's going to be let's say it's GBP JPY, this B is for crypto, this is for currency pair, this is for indices, right? So you click the E that is for currency pair and you just choose, let's say Euro card, right? Since they said 15 minutes, you select 15 minutes, right? And you check what TrendWave is saying on the 15 minutes and you see that the trade is almost at the entry or is at the entry, right? So you just copy in the parameters. Invalidation means SL, exit means your take profit, right? So and you take the trade, Euro card, put your take profit and your SL. That's how to interpret stuffs like that.